Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever Hemp Business Awards. Welcome to our special live stream event. I am your virtual red carpet host, Bobby Black, here with you for this amazing event. And coming up, we're going to be introducing our hosts of the event, founder of the Cannabis Business Awards, Chloe Villano, and founder of Hoban Law Group, Bob Hoban. Let's check in with them. What's up, guys?
What's up? Thank you for being here today. This is very exciting. It's been a crazy year.
2020, huh?
Crazy year. And, you know, it's so awesome that we're doing this here at the Hoban Minute with Bob Hoban as the co-host. And, you know, just getting together and making sure that we honor these companies during this insane time and continue to bring community together. And tonight we're doing something very special because we've had a lot of fires and a lot of destruction this year. So we're going to be raising money for the Red Cross as well. So if anybody would like to donate, we have some free gifts for you, and we're going to be giving a lot of stuff away throughout the event.
Well, it is an unusual 2020, but it's good to keep the show on the road, if you will, and the show must go on. And we're going to do our best to highlight some of the things that are happening in the world around us right now, and some of the folks that need help, some of the cannabis farmers that need help. But it really is exciting to be here. It's exciting to talk about this industry because as we've seen it come and go, it started from, you know, where can you get CBD? What is CBD? And then now we're looking at things beyond CBD. We're looking at large-scale farming. We're looking at products all over the world, the 50,000 uses. So it's really, really exciting.
Yes,
to be here. So
it is.
thanks for having us, and welcome to the Hoban Law Group Studios.
Yes, I'm so impressed. We even have the perfect wood background here, and we have an amazing group of hemp business owners online waiting to come share with us. So as we legalize the hemp industry and we create a separate industry besides cannabis, we have a lot to build. So anyway, let's get started. So there's a famous quote that we all know, very famous, and we all know Jack Herer. And he said, I don't know if hemp is going to save the world, but it's the only thing that can. And, you know, we look at this man who really was such a visionary years ago.
That saying is so appropriate in this day and age, particularly in 2020. And that's the thing that we can't forget, despite all the tumult that goes on in the world with the pandemic and with fires and with social injustice and social action. Those of us that have put so much time, and those of you that have put so much time, effort, energy into this industry, now is the time that this makes the most sense. I don't know if hemp's going to change the world, but I do believe it is the only thing that can, because so many things can be done with it. And that's really what we're seeing. We need new, you know, I was at an event called Burning Woman.
Oh, wow.
With a number of Colorado and national-based hempsters, great folks, put together by a guy named Ed Lehrberger, a wonderful man, Pure Vision Technology. The idea was that we need to focus on the use of industrial hemp for beyond fossil fuels, for beyond independence of fuel, and ultimately seeing plastics and all of the other 50,000 uses come to some sort of fruition. And I do think that there's momentum that comes out of all this stuff that's going on in the world today that propels us down this path. So that statement right there, it means a lot. And it really should be the focus of 2020.
I agree. This industry has so many economic, medical, and environmental solutions. And we're going to showcase the top 20 people of 2020. And these people have been through hell, Bob.
Yeah.
I mean, they have really gone and found genetics all over the world that will help children with seizures, cancer, neurological dysfunction. And they have built the first of their kind facilities. Bob's been through hell personally with the regulations. And, you know, it's what we do best, right?
It's true. And the thing about the companies that will feature tonight, the winners of these inaugural Hemp Awards, what's great about it is that it paints a picture from the original hemp companies over the last 20 to 40 years. Thinking about someone that like Dr. Bronner's that came out with soap and with so many products that were based not around cannabinoid uses, to the cannabinoid companies, to farming and technology operations. It really spans the test of time. And in addition to this quote we see on the board there, there's always this notion of this 1938 Popular Mechanics article. That article talked about hemp as the next billion-dollar crop. That was in 1938. Maybe, just maybe, here we are in 2020, where we can see hemp become what they knew and what they thought it could become.
Or $1 trillion crop.
Yeah, $1 billion.
Right. Or billions and billions, right? Now, let's take a look at what the Cannabis Business Awards is. This is our 10th year, Bob. We're getting old over here at the Cannabis Business Awards. We're loving it, but we have CBD, so we feel great. And you know what? This is our 10th year, and it's super exciting. So let's take a look at what the Cannabis Business Awards has done. We started in 2012, the first year of legalization, and now we're starting in 2020 with being able to honor hemp companies now that we have real legalization around hemp. So let's take a look at our past award shows.
Good evening and welcome to the Cannabis Business Awards presented by Cloverleaf University and Chloe Villano.
There's so many people in this industry that do so many historic things, and so I wanted to really honor those people for all of the wonderful things they've done.
This is like the first time that people have been recognized for what they've done in this industry, and I think it's about time.
This has become a cannabis tradition. This is where the industry comes together, and this is our Grammys.
Amazing things like legalized marijuana.
I think that we need to give credit where credit's due. If it wasn't for this miracle plant, none of us would be here today.
And this is where anybody out there who knows somebody who's benefited from cannabis, it's impossible to look the other way.
Okay, perfect. So we want to introduce our team tonight, and we have an incredible team here today coming live. Obviously, this is our first time, but watching Jimmy Kimmel live, watching everybody go on Zoom, we figured it would be pretty hard to screw it up. So I think it's going to be great today. We have a great team. We have Bobby Black on the red carpet. He's known as the infamous Bobby Black. He's a marijuana media icon, was one of the chief executive, what do you call it when they're the writer?
Senior editor.
Chief editor.
Thank you, Bobby.
All right, thank you, Bobby.
Bobby.
It's been a long day. Editor of High Times and executive director of the World of Cannabis Museum now, based in Colorado and Amsterdam. So they're doing amazing work there. Here it is. Former senior editor at High Times. Co-founder of Higher Way Travel. So Bobby and his amazing wife, April, have started this one-of-its-kind first cannabis travel agency. And he also is the podcast host of Panthropology and Blazing with Bobby Black. So if you go check those out online, it's pretty much all the big people in the industry have been there, interviewed by Bobby. And then, of course, me. I am the president and founder of Cloverleaf University. I've owned a consulting firm for just way too many years now, right, Bob? Hopefully we can retire soon, but it's been exciting setting up businesses in this industry. I also am the founder of Villanos and the Cannabis Business Awards. And then probably a lot more. And then we have Mr. Bob Hoban over here, who is the most amazing lawyer ever, right?
Yeah.
You really are good at what you do. He runs the Hoban Law Group. So if you're ever looking for anybody good to get you out of trouble, which you will probably face if you really are in this industry.
Don't get into trouble. Think about it in advance. That's what I would say.
Call Bob.
That was what I would say.
He is also the lead on the radio show, The Hoban Minute, which is also produced by our beautiful friend Halston, who we'll see next year. You're also one of the executives of Gateway Proven Strategies.
Correct. Gateway is our consulting company, GPS we call it.
Right, and that's an international, this is one of the first international hemp firms.
It's exciting to be a part of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then a global hemp advisor. So, Bob goes all over the world and consults. I mean, literally. Where were you last?
Well, it's been a while, but I was
Before
in
quarantine.
March. I was June. I was back in Europe. We were in Switzerland at the World Economic Forum, and just working through some different trade arrangements. And so much has happened since then. I'm actually getting on an airplane for the first time since then. This Sunday, tomorrow morning. Yes. So.
Oh no. Well, let's hope Bob lives. We need you, Bob. And we've got the beautiful Halston Trebucco, correct?
Hi everyone! I'm here behind the scenes. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes. And she is also part of Hoban Law Group and the Hoban Minute podcast. And she is actually our one of our producing partners tonight. So thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
She's also known as the Halston Interruption. So she may come on and do an interruption. And we always love it when she does. Now, you can follow us on our social media networks. Hemp Business Awards is our hashtag. Of course, Hemp CBD. You can check out some of those hashtags. Our Instagram is Hemp Business Awards. And our Facebook is Hemp Business Awards. So it's kind of hard to miss us. But I don't know if hemp is the same as cannabis, where you can't search it on Facebook. So if you are trying to watch tonight on Facebook, you need to make sure and go on and go to the Hemp Business Awards page and go on to the actual event, correct?
That's right.
All right, and you can also go to hempbusinessawards.org to find videos and any of the graphics and the winners and sponsors for tonight. And speaking of our sponsors, we have the most amazing company sponsoring the Hemp Business Awards tonight, Nature's Root, run by the beautiful Danny Fontaine. She was our Woman of the Year last year. Amazing human being. She's done so much for hemp, and she's been in it since the very beginning.
Since the beginning, and is sought out across the world for help on consulting, advising, and on extraction and cultivation. And her father is not so bad either.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing, right?
Pretty awesome.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And so we have an amazing video to show you what Nature's Root is and show you how you can support them and all the many causes that they're doing right now as well.
Because of its many benefits and uses, hemp is one of the fastest growing plants in the world today and can be refined into a variety of products used by people and animals alike. Launched in 2014, Nature's Root is dedicated to producing a wide variety of these responsible, superior, organic hemp products which aid us all and ensure the best quality from seed to sale. In addition, the full line of Nature's Root spa products bring about rejuvenation and whole body healing to help you look and feel your best without compromising your values. From natural pain relief to facial skincare scrubs and lip balms, these quality, organic, hemp-based therapeutic and beauty products are consciously created to benefit both you and the planet. Do your part to help heal the world with hemp. Learn more today about the full line of organic hemp products from Nature's Root. It all started with a seed. For more information, go to naturesroot.com or visit us on Instagram or Facebook.
All right, so we also want to thank Clover University, Hoban Law Group.
Yeah.
And we want to show you a little video right now before we start the award show of what it's like to be in the hemp industry. So as you know, our media partners, the Nug Nation, also with Burn TV, are making a little video for us here. So if we could go to that, Bobby, that'd be awesome.
This here is the Ballad of Hoban.
Okay, so obviously we know that's pretty much what it's like to be in the hemp industry. Bob, do you know anybody it's been easy for?
No, this is not an industry that's easy to work within for certain. There's challenges every day. The rules change every day. The partners change every day. Finding capital is darn near impossible, particularly in this environment. So the folks that we recognize tonight, but also the folks in this industry that have really just dug in, seen their dream and pursued it, even through all the madness. That's what it's all about. 2020 is a make or break a year in a lot of respects. 2020 is going to be a year where those folks that can power through, and not to be insensitive to all the things that are going on in the world, but for some people, this is their life. They're all in, cashed out retirements, took whatever capital, whatever resources they had, and put it all in, and that's where we are today. So 2020 is a make or break a year for sure.
It is. And it's funny because I said, should we have an award show or should we have a funeral? Because, it just seems like it has been such a crazy year. And I'll tell you what, there's nobody who's more of a fighter or a survivor than the people in this industry.
No, darn right.
And so we're really honored to represent them. Should we get into it?
Yes, let's dig into these awards.
All right. So tonight, the Hemp Business Awards 2020 with the Cannabis Business Awards and the CBA Globes, we are going to start with our winners tonight. So, first winner is Dr. Bronner.
Dr. Bronner's is a great company going back many years, and if you don't buy their soap, buy it now because it's fantastic soap and a variety of other products.
Perfect, yes. And they have an amazing company also, Sea Shepherd, which they print out through. They make hemp jackets, right?
Yes, they do. And
so
they're also, the leadership is also moving in the direction towards psychedelics. So that's an interesting thing that we see weaving its way into the cannabis industry and the hemp industry.
Yes. And now, Halston, do we have somebody online named Patrick?
We sure do.
Goggin,
Patrick Goggin, we have you in our chat.
Well, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, can.
Patrick.
All right.
Oh, look at that. Better day.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, the sky here looks pretty similar than what's behind me today.
Oh, man. Well, thank you for being here today. Tell us a little bit about what makes Dr. Bronner's so incredible.
Well, if you look back at the history of Dr. Bronner's, David Bronner became the CEO in the mid-90s, and his motto was activism first. And he became the CEO, but his condition was that it be an activist company. And from that point on, at that point, the company was valued at $5 million. Today it's 100 plus, as far as I'm aware. But they first focused on hemp. They were integral in the battles against the early battles against the DEA when DEA was attempting to ban hemp foods. They put hemp seed oil into their soaps early on. They were a leader. They helped fight to legalize California farming of hemp, and starting in 2005, going to 2013, we finally got a bill passed. They were instrumental in leading that charge. And ever since then, they've been leading on organics, the integrity of organics and fair trade and GMO. And as Bob mentioned, MAPS and psychedelics and regenerative agriculture, and which is focused on conservation and rehabilitation of our farming lands. And today, David Bronner, the CEO, he's got a new company called Brother David's, and here in California, and they're focused on pushing a new standard in the cannabis realm, which is, and in particular in the marijuana space, of sun and earth, and certifying, outdoor growing and pushing things towards, less energy consumption. So an activist company, I'm so proud today to be representing them, accepting this award.
Perfect. Well, we're honored to have you guys here today. And
thank you.
It's so amazing to see the ways that these business owners, they're not just able to farm, or they're not able to just, make oil. It's like you have to really go into vertical integration if you want to be a company that big. And $100 million.
A lot of effort, a lot of time, and playing the game of distribution as well as just about anybody in the hemp space for a long, long time. So really leaders. And as I pointed out earlier, it represents the bridge, right? The bridge between the new companies in hemp that are innovating, whether they're cannabinoid companies or fiber companies or things beyond the planet involving seeds, or other technologies. But going back to Dr. Bronner's, it spans a period of time from when these fights with the DEA in the early 2000s began and got us to the point where we are today. So it's a great company and really demonstrates where we start in recognizing the span of great companies tonight.
Yes. Okay. So, Dr. Bronner, thank you for everything you do, everyone at the company.
Thanks,
and thank you, Patrick, coming on.
Thanks, Chloe. Thanks, Bob. Good to see you guys. Have a great night.
Yes. Have a wonderful night. Oh, man, Bob, we're getting fired up now.
Getting fired up.
All right. Well, let's see. Let's go right into it.
Yes.
And the second winner of the Top 20 2020 is Colorado Hemp Project.
Hemp Project.
And so I don't know if we have Danny online. She really wanted to call in, but we know she's very busy. And she was texting me. So do we have her online, Bobby? If not, I know we know a lot about the Colorado Project.
I don't think so, Chloe.
Okay, perfect. Great. So Bob, do you want to talk a little bit about, you know her father, you know their vision.
Yeah, so think about the idea that we got hemp production, and let's not forget in Colorado we had hemp production before the 2014 Farm Bill, because we in Colorado legalized industrial hemp before the 2014 Farm Bill. Mm-hmm. We did that as part of our adult use marijuana package. It was all part of Amendment 64 at the time. And you had companies come out and you had to teach people how to farm industrial hemp on a large scale. What were the genetics? What are you even going to plant?
Right.
These are the kind of questions that Danny and certainly by extension her family had faced and that really succeeded at a high level. And then that led into product development and just international consulting and leadership. And that's in part why the Colorado Hemp Project and Danny Fontaine deserve this award tonight.
Most definitely. And she was Woman of the Year for, I think, the 2019 Cannabis Business Awards, which is, one woman gets it. So it's pretty incredible what they've done. Check them out, check out their genetics, and support them online. And we will be posting Danny's video, her acceptance video, on our page. All right. Take another drink here. It's getting heavy.
The next winner is Greenroads, Arby Barroso.
Oh my gosh. So I know a lot about Arby,
Tell us a little bit about Greenroads.
And I think we have them online.
Okay.
But I think we're going to watch a video first. Yeah. Bobby, will you cue that up for us?
Yes, I will.
This is Nasser El Mula here in Denver, Colorado at the Cannabis Business Awards. Arby Barroso has been nominated for Advocate of the Year. His company, Greenroads, has been nominated Best CBD Product. What a pleasure to be standing next to a stand-up guy like Arby Barroso.
And the nominees for Advocate of the Year. And the winner is Arby Barroso, Greenroads.
I'm honored, and our Greenroads is honored. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to build this business. Thank you so much for this club.
Nominees for Best CBD Product, and the winner is Greenroads!
This is the important one. Thank you for everybody in the CBD business. The fact is that without everybody else, we wouldn't be here. So thank you for all you guys for being here and the Cannabis Business Awards. Thank you so much.
All right, and I think we have the Greenroads team here today to accept the award. So let's welcome Arby, Laura, and Danny, our 3 out of 4 owners of Greenroads.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Actually, I don't know if you guys remember. First, I appreciate that, guys. I don't know if you remember, Bob, when we first met. It was actually in 2009 when we were trying to get our cannabis license with Mark Benchmall, and actually Chloe helped us out with that too. during that time. And it's been a long time since we've actually been in this industry, and, you know, surrounded by great people, obviously. And, you know, I look up to Chloe and to you, Bob, for the stage that you guys have been able to kind of create and foundation. Everybody thinks this industry is really easy and that it's just, you know, you just make money and there's no work behind it. And actually, there's so much work that goes behind this. I mean, I know Colorado is going through a rough time right now with that cold freeze. I know Puerto Rico's gone through a couple issues now, you know, with a couple hurricanes. So this industry is always full of hurdles. Our team's always trying to stay ahead and push legislation that we've been able to do here in the state of Florida. And we're going to continue to do what we can to kind of give guidance to the industry and continue to be successful. And I think we're surrounded by some of the best team, you know, and the Greenroads family. So happy to be on and, you know, keep doing what you guys are doing. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Arby. It's so great to see you, man.
It's really good to see you. Like I told you, you got to get down here. You got to get away from that cold. So does Bob. I think it's you know, Florida's a little warmer, you know, and we've actually kicked off a little bit on the farming side. We've done you know, the state's done a really good job, obviously, with our, you know, Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried and Haleigh Bell and our legislators. I've been to probably about 7 farms in the last, you know, couple weeks. And they're doing a really, really great job down here. And I'm just excited that Colorado was able to open up that door, you know, for the state of Florida. And I think it's going to be, you know, there's a lot of great things coming forward now with the FDA hopefully coming down with some guidance. And now we'll actually have a path to, you know, to be truly successful and not have to worry about, you know, all the other stuff that surrounds this industry.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, congratulations to you and your company and to the state of Florida as well for really taking the bull by the horns. And to your point, Nikki Fried has been tremendous in leadership and really the kind of momentum you need at the state level with departments of ag to get this thing going. So it's a pleasure to see you not just still in the game, but on top of the game, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, Chloe. Thank you.
Laura, hello.
Hi.
Is this your baby?
My grandson.
Oh my gosh, you look so fabulous, Grandma.
Thanks. Thank you for recognizing us. I really appreciate this. Thank you. It's an honor.
Oh yes. What's his name?
This is Cameron.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hi.
You got to see the linebacker.
Football.
I mean, that's the small one. That's the newborn. The other one's 2 years old and probably should be playing for the Dolphins right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably better than some of the guys playing for the Dolphins, right? Well, it's so awesome to see you guys. And can you guys tell us just a little bit about what you're doing with the university? I think it's University of Florida, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we helped a couple things that we've actually been able to do in the state and learned a lot of lessons in Colorado. Obviously, you know, we took a beating down there on the cannabis side, but we recognized that legislation and rules were kind of extremely important, being on the hemp and CBD side. So we were blessed to actually be the private partner to the University of Florida. We helped pass that legislation in 2017 on the hemp side. And then obviously partner with them. And then having a partner like that kind of gave us, you know, an open door to have conversation with legislators, where we were able to pass Senate Bill 1020, which helps with labeling, testing requirements, full transparency to the consumers, which we felt was extremely important. And being the partner with the University of Florida kind of gave us that opportunity to have those conversations. And we were able to pass that. And then obviously with our Ag Commissioner, Nikki Fried, and Haleigh Bell really standing behind us and kind of the legislators listening to what we were saying, and having good partners in the industry. There's other companies in the industry that are good partners that understand that full transparency and consumer protection is really the easiest way to kind of make this a true industry. And this year we finally passed our last bill, which was the HB 921. which kind of cleared up the glitch bill on everything that we passed on Senate Bill 1020. So the university has been great to us, and the state of Florida has also been. And I think now with all the farms that are going up here in the state of Florida and watching it, and learning from other states like Colorado, that was the first one to kind of get in the game, and learning from others' mistakes. Hopefully our state could be the number one state, and I know you guys might not agree with that, but we're trying to make Florida the number one state for hemp in the country.
Hey, Arby, I was there first, and I'm coming home soon.
Hey, listen, I've been asking you to come home for a while, so that's your thing. Greenroads will pay for your plane ticket to come down if you like. I mean, your energy, your knowledge in the industry, and what you've been able to do over the years, being 11, 12 years in the industry is important, and having an understanding of how this thing works, whether it's on the cannabis side or the hemp side. It's I think the next 5 years is crucial for the industry, and I think it's going to look completely different than when I got in the business in 2008, 2009.
Oh yeah.
Well, you said it yourself, my friend, and that is full transparency and consumer protection, or something along those lines. If you do that across the industry, then you're here to stay. If you can really crack that nut, because that's not as easy as it sounds to be.
And Arby's really pioneering that, and Greenroads, and so it's such an honor to have you on here and to award you tonight, Arby. How many of these do you have now?
I don't know, a lot, to be honest with you. Quite a few. So I definitely got to thank you guys. That we work hard at this. Obviously people know that we know each other, but again, I think our team has stuck together from the beginning, which is probably one of the most important things in the industry, is having that team stick together and the ideas. And we're not always going to agree, across the board, but our vision and our foundation is strong. So, that's what makes our company strong. And I'm proud of our team and everybody, and all the efforts that we put in. Matter of fact, our COO and our president, Dale's on right now live with us, and I could see that he's actually in the office as we speak, still working on a Saturday night at 9:00 at night. So I was asking him, I was texting you guys were on, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm working. So people like that really really stands for what our company is. I mean, he's in there at 9:00 at night now, still grinding out and working and making our company successful, which is so important.
Wow. Saturday night, 9 p.m. Dale, good for you, brother.
Thanks, Chloe.
So it's so great to see you guys, and we really appreciate all the work you're doing, and follow them at Greenroads and get involved in what's going on in the South.
In the great state of Florida.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because,
for sure.
Florida, big ag state.
Big ag state.
So, you look at these different ag states like Wisconsin, Florida, it's so easy to just kind of slip that hemp legislation right in there and run with it.
It's interesting undercurrent. Probably think of orange juice. Mm-hmm. And certainly it's been capital for that kind of ag production over the years, but the numbers have gone down dramatically. Mm-hmm. And so hemp is a great opportunity in Florida and everywhere else around the country and around the world too. That's the exciting part about it.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Greenroads.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you. And all right. Well, next person,
Next award.
Next award. So the next award is Industrial Hemp Farms. And this is a company I never heard of. And this happens a lot with the Cannabis Business Awards. First time with Hemp Business Awards since it's our first one. But people get nominated I've never even met before. And they get nominated a lot. Mm-hmm. I remember the first time that happened was our first show, and we did the most influential individual.
Sure.
And Sean Azariti was just some veteran in Colorado who had worked on the side for so long, and he had thousands of nominations and votes. And it was like, who the hell is this amazing human, Sean Azariti? He ended up being the guy, after he won the most influential individual the first year, that bought the first cannabis sack in history, legal sack. And were you there, Bob?
I wasn't there, no. I was with him and a group of people at a Magical Butter release party.
Oh, lucky you.
Another story for another day.
But it's so funny because they made that graphic over him, one marijuana please, and he became this big face of it. But we had never known that just this veteran had made a difference in so many lives. And so that's what I really love about this being an open nomination or open voting. And I always tell people, sometimes they get upset later. They say, oh, why wasn't my company on? And it's like, anybody can get involved.
Yep.
Anybody can nominate anybody great. So if you have friends out there or people that you just think are doing incredible work, and even if they're behind the scenes, please nominate them and please get involved. And let's hear a little bit about this amazing company, Industrial Hemp Farms.
We're back.
So that this company represents what we were talking about earlier, and that is this evolution in the industry, and the fact that now some might think from the outside farming equipment is farming equipment, but it's not. Farming equipment is not just farming equipment, although the basics are there, right? When you look at companies that can provide technology and innovation in the areas to get things quicker from the field on time to the processing facility, get them in a way that they're prepared. This is the evolution of basic farm technology that's being applied to hemp, but then innovated on top of that. So this is why I think we all do what we do in this industry. We do it because, yes, we can help a lot of people with cannabinoids and varieties of medicinal cannabis, so forth and so on. But at the end of the day, it's because this plant can do so many different things and really provide so many different baseline foundational pieces to so many different industries. And it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. This is what Jack Harry was talking about many years ago. And he wasn't the first, that's for sure.
But he was one of the best.
Yes, that's right.
And so do we have Joe from Industrial Hemp Farms on the line, Bobby?
Believe so. Joe, you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Joe.
All right, hold on. Let me find you.
Congratulations.
There he is.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the recognition.
You got it. Tell us a little bit about your company and your vision.
Our company, we're a vertically integrated company. We do any and everything that you can think of within the industry as far as production, manufacturing, distribution. On top of that, what we're doing is pretty much bringing together a lot of the farmers, a lot of the processors, a lot of distributors. So we don't find ourselves as being competition to anyone. We find ourselves being everybody's teammate. So we like to put together and form coalitions where we get together with people that are doing things correctly, that's been in the industry for a while, and just teaming up and helping the industry move forward.
And that's a winner attitude right there, I would say, right?
All right, Joe, where are you heading?
I'm actually working on our supply chain. We're always working on supply chain. So I'm out in California right now. Just visited one of my good buddies' farm out here. And it's just a great industry, It's always work, but it's never work when you're enjoying what you're doing, right?
Well said, man.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and check out Industrial Hemp Farms. Tell us how to reach you, Joe.
You can reach us at industrialhempfarms.com, or another good way to find us is if you ever forget, just Google where to buy hemp. Follow the first company. That's us. Thank you very much.
You got
Thanks,
it, Joe.
Joe.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Yes. All right. Well, he's got Google down, huh? That's not an easy feat either. So, and the next, let's definitely give a shout out to Villano Hemp, because That's my company. We're sponsoring this thing.
So talk a little bit about Villano Hemp because you glossed over it earlier.
You know, we haven't launched all the way. We've only launched a few products, but we're actually selling those products, and it's more of a spa line.
Sure.
So it's, all about beauty, Bob. And I think, look how beautiful you are. You've been taking hemp for how many years now? So this is what is inspiring to Villano Hemp. And so, we want to create something that's organic, not necessarily organic, but something that's, really safe to use without so many chemicals on your face and just very moisturizing. Because we live in Colorado where it's dry and it goes from 100 degrees to, 30 overnight.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so check us out, villanohemp.com. And we also have Instagram and Facebook. All right, is it time? It's time.
It's time.
All right.
The winner is CBD.io.
All right. Let's get that video going.
Launch that, Bobby Black.
Yep.
CBD being the future of the world, and I'm just so glad that I plan for the future. And CBD is all the way, man, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. Kick ass, guys.
Bob, have you been to that conference?
I have lots of energy, lots of great people, but one of the things why we're here and doing this virtually is what is the future of this stuff, right?
I know.
When you look at these great events and how you met people and how you interacted with people, how you networked with people, and just how you really got down to the nitty gritty and found out what's really happening in real time in the industry, a lot of that's lost.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that's lost, but we can make up for it, at least in part, by doing things online.
Exactly. Well, I know that the CBD.io collaborated and merged while they're doing the show with the Bud Tender Awards this year, which is something Cloverleaf University came in. We did the training for all the Bud Tenders, and I love that show, and I love those people. So do we have somebody on, Mike, from CBD.io? Bobby?
I don't see a mic, no. I don't think so.
Okay, well, we'll go to the next one.
We'll go to the next one.
Thank you.
Mike says thank you.
And the winner is, for the next award?
It's Haleigh Hope. And Haleigh Hope, of course, is a wonderful CBD variety. Jason Cranford,
for a long time.
Been around for a while and really pushed things forward in a very positive way. And then to think about all of the people that these early companies have helped, let alone the companies that are in the space now. Really
Yes.
making
And let's see if Jason's on.
see if Jason's on there.
Let's see Haley's Hope's video.
I look at life, and you can be rich and be soulless, or you can do something that's valuable, that impacts humanity and changes the world. In the past 3 or 4 years, there's been an explosion of research worldwide that support the use of cannabis as a medicine and provides efficacy with certain medical conditions. I came across Professor Raphael Mechoulam at the Hebrew School of Medicine in Jerusalem, and he had dozens and dozens of research studies they had performed on cannabis. I was made aware of a particular compound in the plant called cannabidiol, known as CBD. So I immediately started going around Northern California searching for a high CBD strain. I tested probably 100 strains and didn't find one. So I decided to come to Colorado. I went around the state in 2009 and collected about 100 more plants. This biochemist identified one of my strains as a 1-to-1 CBD to THC strain. And it was the highest that they had seen in the world anywhere else. I designed my products for pediatric use, so what we did was designed an extractor that runs off of organic vegetable oils like safflower oil, canola, hemp oil, coconut oil. Nothing other than organic products ever touch this medicine.
40-year-old Haleigh Cox has uncontrolled epilepsy and was taking multiple medications to help control the convulsions. Those medications came with severe side effects. Haleigh's parents decided medical marijuana was the treatment that could save their daughter. But the family lived in Georgia, where medical marijuana is not legal. So Haleigh's mom, Janaea, packed up. The pair moved to Colorado, where it is legal. Dad stayed behind. And since their move a few short weeks ago, Haleigh has made remarkable progress.
Haleigh was in ICU when I met her, and she was basically on her deathbed, and they had only given her a few months to live.
That's why Cranford named the CBD oil strain after Haleigh.
To hear your child say mama for the first time when you were told she was never going to talk was absolutely amazing. It still brings tears to my eyes to hear it. Hopefully lawmakers' minds will change, because Haleigh's proof that this medicine works.
The House passed the medical marijuana bill yesterday by a vote of 160-1.
Governor Nathan Deal signed Georgia's medical marijuana bill, also called Haleigh's Hope Act. Janaea Cox says she can breathe a sigh of relief. The treatment would be accessible in their home state. After many hurdles, her family is reuniting.
Our operation alone has serviced over 500 families, and there's a shortage of CBD lab-tested medicine in the state. So it's a huge demand to be able to come here and pick up this medicine when they've expired all the pharmaceutical drugs. So it's really their last hope.
Wow, that really brought a tear to my eye.
There you go. Bobby, can you hear it? Are you crying, Bobby? Because I am.
I just said it brought a tear to my eye. Wow, that was very moving. That was really moving.
Amazing. But this is what I'm saying. I mean, these people in this industry have done so much. And, you know, my little brother died of cancer when he was 14 years old. And that's really what got me into the cannabis industry. So I have a real soft spot for people who are helping children. And, you know, just if you've ever seen a sick child, you know what it's like. There's no way to describe it. And you're desperate. You'll do anything. And
to know that this plant and formulations therefrom can help people so greatly, and to make that available, to see it happen in real life. I mean, think about this. Here in Colorado, we're certainly we're a little numb to it. We're a little used to it. We're a little spoiled with access, right? But think about all of the folks, and there's so many that you want to run on, but that story exemplifies this idea of people moving, parents bringing their children to places so that they can try something in a way that wouldn't make it illegal, and it providing relief, and it's pretty remarkable. And if that doesn't tell you what this plan is all about and what this industry is all about, then nothing really will.
right. And I mean, you know, Sanjay Gupta came in. It was all about these children that were having these seizures that really, even with Charlotte's Web, I mean, Charlotte, who actually died this year, which, you know, was a huge hit for us, I think, as an industry. We were so sad because we see these children, and it's like these children have changed the industry, changed the cannabis industry. We now know that 100%, and we've always known this, but now everybody else knows that cannabis does save lives, hemp saves lives, and it's such an incredible, I mean, we train about 200 doctors a year at Cloverleaf University, and I have doctors from all over the world coming and saying they have a 70% increase in bone marrow transplants if they use CBD with a little THC, and just these huge findings in so many different areas. And so
the headlines you see on the internet or in the newspaper or whatever you read these days only give you a small glimpse of the progress that's made on a daily basis to your confidence, which is really, really exciting. And after all, that is why the door got cracked open. Let's face it, right? The idea that cannabis was medicine, had medicinal value, was what changed public policy forever. And that's the path we're on right now. That doesn't mean that the fight is over, that you let up. But that is the path we're on right now. It's stories like that bring a human element to it and really bring it home. So thank you to Jason. Congratulations to you and Halleigh's Hope
yes.
for your success.
And do we have Jason on?
Jason, no, we do not have Jason on.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And the winner is?
The next winner is the Hemporium.
And now, we're going to watch a video about the Hemporium, but Tony Budden, who built the first hemp house in the world, and did he build the first hemp surfboard?
I don't know that.
So damn impressed by the surfboard. I want one. But he is such an amazing human being, and he has done so much for in Africa, for hemp in South Africa. Not only does Tony live in one of the first hemp houses, I think the first one, as far as I know, he built, but he owns the Hemporium. And let's see a little bit about what the Hemporium is doing.
If you've only thought that cannabis is smoke, the minute you can touch and feel something that's made out of hemp, immediately you see something different and you see another value in the plant. Hemp is a descriptive word for the non-psychoactive uses for the cannabis plant. Benefits for wearing hemp is, first of all, it's 3 times stronger than cotton, so your clothing is much more durable. It's organic, so you have less pesticides on your fiber that you're wearing. It biodegrades, so much better than wearing polyester or polycotton, and it basically is much better for the planet. If you compare, cotton uses 25% of the world's pesticides, and hemp uses none. As a servant of cannabis, I am a servant of cannabis. I have made it my life's mission to see that this plant is free. Hi, I'm Tony Budden from Cape Town in South Africa. I'm accepting the award today on behalf of Hemporium, South Africa. And it's wonderful to be recognized for our work. We're a very long way away from where the main hemp industries are, and we've been pioneering hemp in South Africa since 1996, trying to showcase everything the plant can do to really help people get decent jobs, live in decent houses, get good food, and obviously good medicine too. So Hemporium is very, very proud to be recognized for the work that we've done as pioneers to help open the industry up and create awareness. And it's now springtime here. The sun is out, and we will hopefully soon be planting in South Africa. We're waiting for new regulations, expecting them imminently, that will open up the industry in South Africa for commercial growth. So hold thumbs for us that we have a good season and good regulations. Thanks again for recognizing us and honoring us with this award.
Tony Budden, such an amazing human. I also want to thank Nature's Root again.
Yep.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, or 3 or something. Is somebody breathing heavily on my live cast? Like, mute yourself. What are you doing? Okay. And the next winner is?
The next winner is Pure Spectrum.
So let's check out that video.
I don't think we have a video for Pure Spectrum, do we? We do. I'm sorry. Give me a minute.
Hey, I mean, you got a lot going on, Bobby. We're
Ready to see your face again,
Yeah,
Bobby.
Bobby,
Come on, get over there.
Show us who you are.
So let's talk for just a moment about Pure Spectrum. Pure Spectrum is a name.
Here I am.
I recognize. If you're all set, go for it. I was gonna.
No, you just said you wanted to say hi, so I'm saying hi.
That's it, Bob. Listen, Pure Spectrum is a brand that a lot of people know and that has been around, and it's an organization that also has worked very closely with various forms of athletes all over the world, from MMA fighters to National Football League, retirees and active players, and then plus. And I think the athletic element and the performance element of CBD in particular, but hemp as a general topic is overlooked oftentimes because it really, really does aid with so many different things, not the least of which is anti-inflammation and recovery. And that's what professional athletes need on an hourly basis.
Yes, and they have so many problems. And Brady is the CEO, Brady Bell,
Correct.
who's a friend of ours, is also an athlete himself.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you really got to check them out, purespectrum.com or purespectrumcbd.com. And
All right. I got the video ready to go if you want it.
let's do it.
My name is Brady Bell, CEO and founder of Pure Spectrum. I first want to thank the Hemp Business Awards for recognizing the hard work and the achievements that Pure Spectrum has accomplished over the past few years. We started in a basement 3 years ago with big hopes, big dreams, and little money to fuel them. Fast forward to today, we were the first company to partner with a major sports entity when we partnered with CrossFit in 2018, and we'll be a proud partner with CrossFit this year in 2020. We did not stop there, and we became the first cannabis company to partner with the national governing body when we secured relationships and partnered with Team USA Triathlon and Team USA Weightlifting, making Pure Spectrum the exclusive CBD product of Team USA. We were able to accomplish these partnerships by not doing what everybody else was doing, not just telling a story. We put our emphasis and our focus in having complete quality control, 100% transparency, and seed to sell tracking for all of our products. And this gave Team USA, the USA Triathlon, USA Weightlifting, the confidence to allow us to be a partner with them. They understand that nobody will fail a drug test when they take Pure Spectrum products. And that is what gives us the Pure Spectrum advantage and the differentiation with a lot of companies in the industry. So today we're humbled, we're honored to be listed in the top 20. We thank every company that made the list. And we look forward to not only moving the industry forward as a company, but working with everybody else that made the list. So thank you, and let's see what we can do in 2021.
Perfect. Brady is one of the guys who is also working to set the bar high and work on regulations. So thank you, Brady. And he's not online, right, Bobby?
Let me see. Is Brady online? Are you on there, Brady? No.
Okay.
He's not there.
I don't want to miss anybody. So the next
winner is a company. Oh, we got a sponsor.
Woo! Sponsor! Finally, 2020 sponsor.
2020 sponsor, my cannabis accountant, for all your accounting needs in the cannabis industry. But do think about how important that is, by the way. If you don't have your books or records in line, forget about it.
You're done.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you will be audited.
You will.
You will. Not you might, you will.
Correct. Correct.
Hoban Law and my cannabis accountant would be a great team.
It's a great team. Nice better than that. So the next Hemp Business Award goes to Cascade Naturals. And I think, Bobby Black, we've got Lewis on the phone.
Yeah, we've got Lewis here. Lewis, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How's everybody doing?
Great, Lewis. How you doing?
How are you?
Doing good.
Where are you, sir? I can't find you. Are you audio only?
Yeah, I'm audio. I kind of got a poor connection here. I'm out at the folks' farm here in Oregon today. Really hazy out here. I came out to visit the grandma. But anyways, yeah, well, it's a great honor to win this award. And on behalf of the team here at Cascade Naturals, I'm really grateful for the recognition and pleased to accept the award on the team's behalf. our company is dedicated to producing the highest quality products on the market, and we deeply appreciate this recognition for our hard work and efforts. So thanks, everyone.
Congratulations, Louis. One quick question before we let you go. Just give us a little rundown of what's it like on the ground in Oregon right now. If you're talking about fires and we're talking about smoke in the air, we've seen the news. We understand the devastating impact that those fires have had on this industry, in particular, let alone homes and neighborhoods and people of all shapes and sizes. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen, if you can.
Yeah, so pretty apocalyptic scenes out here. Earlier this week, it was dark all the way, like it was dark as night all the way till midday. The bats were flying around, the moths were out, the street lights were on. The air quality's been very bad. We pretty much all holed up inside now. It's just staying out of the smoke outside. I've got a few close friends and family members that have been in some of the areas that the fires came through, and some of them have been lucky enough to the fire didn't take their house, and other people are just really close. They're in the evacuation zones, and so really unprecedented times, and it's really slowed down a lot of the other local businesses from doing anything outside. And it's quite the times we're in.
Wow.
Well, thank you for that rundown, and we wish you the best of luck on your travels, and congratulations to Cascade Naturals. Louis, where can we find information about Cascade Naturals online?
CascadeNaturals.com. Check it out.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Chloe, this might be a good time to mention, since he spoke about the people who are dealing with the fires, that we're going to be doing a fundraiser as part of this award show. You want to tell everybody about that a little more?
Yeah, so we have these amazing hats that were donated from Freedom Hemp, who's one of our winners tonight. And if you would like to make a donation toward the fires, we would love to send you a hat. This is an amazing hat. Bob's already tried to steal one. I had to beat him off of it. It's so amazing. So nice brim. Yes. We got 3 different colors. And so, let's give back, 4 different
colors, and the camouflage might be my favorite.
So if you
yes. So Bobby, to your point, I just wanted to put a finer point on that. So what we can do to help some of the folks in the Pacific Northwest and in California that are suffering the impact of these fires, smoke danger, so forth and so on. The longstanding organization, of course, the Red Cross. You can go to redcross.org, or right now, while you're sitting there, you can text wildfires with an S, wildfires, to 90999, and that will make an automatic $10 donation. Do that now. You can help a lot of people. If you'd like to contribute more, redcross.org.
Well, I just want to say that I have the link posted right under the live streaming video to donate. And if you go there right under where the video people are watching right now, they can click on that link. And if you select wildfires as the cause and donate $50 or more, you automatically get a hat. So if you donate $50 or more, the first 20 people to donate $50 or more will get a hat. So just wanted to put that out there. If anyone's watching the video, look right underneath. The link is there. Just click it and you're ready to go.
Good work, Bobby.
Perfect, Bobby.
Sounds good, Bobby. Thank you very much. And yeah, please do make a difference with your phone if you can.
And we're also going to do some hemp trivia after the awards are over. And Bob is the master, so he's gonna come up with some thoughts right now. This is the first time I'm telling you. And make them hard, Bob. Make them work for it. Okay. All right. Are we ready to give another award?
Yes, we are. We are at this point halfway through the number 10 of the top 20 hemp businesses of 2020, and the winner is the NoCo Hemp Expo.
All right. Let's. We have an amazing video. We love the team, Morris Siegel. They have really pushed and brought this industry together and pushed like the networking aspect.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Let's check them out at NoCo. Okay, perfect. You're back. So, do we have the amazing Morris Beagle on the line now to accept the award?
I think we do. Morris, you there?
Mo Beagle.
Yeah.
Yo, I think so.
Hey, there he is.
Can you hear me? See me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rock on. Hey there. What's going on?
Good to see you, my friend.
Look at that. We got hemp horns made out of hemp, plastic.
Right on. I'm down with the horns.
Come on, guys.
That's pretty cool.
How's everybody?
We're doing amazing. How are you, Mo?
Doing good. Hanging out in New York right now, actually.
Nice. How is it up there?
Well, it's not near as smoky as it is in Colorado or California or Oregon or Washington or Utah. So, and thoughts and prayers and good energy out to all of the folks out there for sure.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about why you started NoCo and what you saw. I mean, did you think it was going to turn into this, one of the largest events in the hemp industry, or what did you think when you first started?
Well, I really just wanted to, start a hemp-specific event rather than a marijuana event that included hemp as kind of this little side, back corner part of the event. And, I didn't really know what to expect. And the first year came off with, 300 plus people and a lot of good energy. And it just kind of kept growing and growing. And Bob knows he's been there really since the get-go. And it's just snowballed. And there's been people coming in from all these different areas. And it's just grown into really an industry show, a supply chain show. And we're excited to see the momentum and the development to this point.
So Morris, this year, of course, NoCo was canceled, and that left a lot of us, of course, disappointed. Not for any reason other than we can't all get together. But you've filled the void in large part with a number of virtual seminars and online events. Can you just talk a little bit about that and what you see the future of events over the next 6 to 18 months? Not that anybody can predict the future with this thing, but what are you thinking?
Well, like you said, we did pivot to the virtual realm, and we jumped into the cloud right after NoCo, and we did a Earth Week event in April, and then we did a summer solstice event. And as you know, everybody's gone online, and there's all these virtual events and conferences. We actually just did this event with Emerge Cannabis Conference this last week, which is a really good event as well. To me, it's really a kind of a temporary thing. It does fill a void. People can still connect. You can do business. You can network, education. You can have lots of good panels and speakers. But there's a missing component to it in my mind with being able to get there together in person. And I heard you talk about Burning Woman at the beginning of the show, which we were there together, and there's just nothing that can really replace being in person together and talking and networking and looking at the future together. Is my mind. And I do believe that we'll be getting back together sooner than later. We are rescheduled for March at the Western Complex, the National Western Complex in Denver. And I will say that there is an event going on right now. It kicked off this weekend. It's the Gem and Mineral Show. It's a 10-day event. And from my understanding, there's a lot of people out there this weekend. And so live events and conferences are starting to happen as we speak.
Well, perfect. I think this sucks, absolutely. And I can't wait to throw one of the best shows ever when we come back, because there is a missing component. But it is so nice to see. It's so nice to see you, Mo, and just have you participate in this and do something to kind of fill the void.
That's right. That's right. Well, Morris, keep on doing what you do. And if we had a half an hour, we could do a deep dive with all of the different things that you're into right now, not the least of which is hemp paper, but the hemp guitars and hemp amplifiers. That is what I'm talking about.
I can tell you this: the new hemp guitars and the new hemp guitar cabinets are absolutely rocking. They're really good instruments. So,
correct me if I'm wrong. The dial goes to 11.
Yeah.
Guitars go to 11, and the amplifiers go to 11. That is true.
Wait, what about 420? They don't go to 420?
No, they just go to 11.
No, that's awesome, man. I would love to check out one of those hemp guitars or amps. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody and thanks Chloe for what you're doing. Thanks Bob, and thanks Bobby. Keep rocking it. Great event, and congratulations to all the other winners.
Yes, thank you, Mo.
Thanks, Mo. Have a good evening.
Take care, guys.
So, and the next winner is
the next winner. The next winner of the 2020 Hemp Business Awards is 101 CBD. Justin Benton, our great friend. Halston, what do you have to say about Justin Benton?
Justin, we are so thrilled that you're a winner. Are you on the line with us right now?
So
we are.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. 101 CBD from Ventura, California, and beyond. Tell us a little bit about 101 CBD, Justin.
Well, absolutely. We got started back in 2014. Hey, Halston, and congratulations to Halston.
Oh.
Just got married. So we got started back in 2014. Our son was diagnosed on the spectrum, and we were looking for answers for our prayers, and we found that old Raphael Meshulam research out there, and saw the amazing work with Charlotte Fiji, and we figured, well, we heard it worked great for neurological disorders, just like epilepsy, and wouldn't you know, we made a product out of raw CBD oil, and our son, happy to report, is a healthy, happy second grader, and it's our honor to pay it forward. So we're so thrilled. Thank you, Bob, Chloe, Hemp Business Awards. It's just an absolute treat to be recognized, and we're here to pay it forward. We give our products away for free to any family affected by autism to try, and we're just really here to pay it forward. So it's great seeing you guys too.
Cool.
Yeah, great.
Let's see your video. Do you guys want to see their video?
Oh, definitely, Bobby, play it.
You've heard about CBD, but why choose 101 CBD? How are we different? Our story: a loved one was diagnosed with autism, a neurological brain abnormality. We tried everything to help clear the fog and bring him back to our world, but had only moderate results. Then we heard about CBD and our journey began. We tried hundreds of different CBD products, but nothing worked. We found out there are many factors that determine CBD effectiveness, including organic versus pesticides, CO2 versus ethanol extraction, raw versus decarboxylated, full spectrum versus isolate. Once we combined the most crucial factors into our CBD formula, we saw the positive change practically overnight. We decided to share our product with friends and family. Before we knew it, we had a booming business helping thousands from the 101 highway in California to the East Coast and everywhere in between. So if you or a loved one are struggling with a health issue, take comfort, the right CBD is out there. Check out our products on your highway to health and begin your journey with 101 CBD. www.101cbd.org.
Kind of an upbeat little video there.
Yeah. The first video.
I think we made that one back in 2014.
We did.
This is my mom, by the way, Janet Benton-Gaylor.
Nice to meet you.
She was involved in helping our son and researching all the holistic properties of this miracle hemp plant.
Yeah, I'm a psychologist and a holistic health coach and an integrated nutritionist, and it all came together. And Molly can't be here tonight.
Molly's due with Benton number 4 tomorrow, so we got our hands full.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Well, I hope to see you at the end of the week with the new baby in tow, my friend.
Yes.
When it comes down to it, I was in Ventura at Green Flower Media filming a couple of years ago, and I had some 2 or 3 hour block, and I went looking for stores in the area, always just sort of doing a little market research, seeing what's going on in different areas. And I came across your store. This is before I knew you and know you. I was impressed with the products that were sold. Picked up a sample of a tincture. I was just going to say I like the raw element, the CBDA element, the full spectrum element. Really helps a lot of people just on a day-to-day and a basic level. And thank you for being an amazing human in what you do for so many people.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, like I said, it's a real honor. And anything we can do to help anybody, anyone that wants to learn more about the raw CBD movement, give us drop us an email. We'd love to tell you a little bit more.
Yes, perfect.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Oh man, Bob, so many great people.
We got a ton of great people. But see, when people ask me, and I'll ask you this question, what is the best thing about working in this industry? This industry as a whole, the cannabis industry, the hemp and the marijuana side.
You know, I would have to say the incredible people.
I always answer that, and that's the correct answer, by the way. Well done. No, the people are so fantastic. They come from so many different walks of life, and they're in it for so many different reasons. Not anybody's here for the same reason, and that's really what makes it really interesting and cool. So,
it is. There's some great people.
We got a live award here, an in-person attendee for to receive the next award.
Wow, we're doing a social distancing live, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And so let's see what the winner is.
Who is the winner? The winner is Genesee Nutrition.
And before we bring them up, let's watch their video and see a little bit about their company.
Yo, what's up everyone? Will Carr here, and just super excited today because got an exciting announcement to share that Genesee, we're donating 9,000 protein bars to Metro Carrying here in Denver. And Metro Carrying, they just do such an awesome job of getting local foods and really high quality foods out to the community here in Denver and the people that need it, the homeless and really just, the low income, people that really need help, and they have families, they need high quality nutrition. And so I figured instead of, just giving all of the bars to our kids, we would help share and let some other families out there have some stuff. So
I'm out here with Courtney and Lauren, and as you can see, there's a whole line of cars lined up,
and people that just come here all day to get really good food. And so really proud of Genesee to partner with Metro Carrying.
So Chloe, Genesee Nutrition, you're holding the bar right there.
I mean, I'm so hungry. It's gonna. If I don't eat this whole box by the end, it's gonna be a miracle.
Very good.
It looks amazing. So, Will, thank you for being here. You made these.
Yeah.
And they're
That's me. I did that.
Thank God, he's feeding us. So what is so special about this protein bar besides the CBD? You're also giving them away, and you're doing something really beautiful for the community. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, really, this all started because I wanted to make CBD products that were more than just CBD. Mm-hmm. And being an athlete, I wanted to do products that I was used to, and so a protein bar just made absolute sense. And so, we just have really clean, healthy ingredients, and they taste awesome. Genuinely, the best tasting protein bars you'll have ever had, guaranteed. And I think being able to bring that really awesome taste and then just like really cool products together, like I wanted to bring some more flash and flair to the industry. I felt like a lot of the brands in the CBD space were, not for a more youthful, adventurous type consumer. And so, that's
an excellent perspective. We talked about sort of athletic performance product before, thinking about the fact that we live in Colorado and people are pretty active in Colorado.
Yeah.
Just about everybody's active all the time, particularly this time of year. So what about this product? You've seen Cultivars out there. You see a number of other, kind of energy bars. Tell us a little bit about, why you picked the protein bar versus a CBD bar or a tincture or a capsule or something else that we've seen out there so many times over.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the reason why someone would use this product is because they're already eating protein bars. Like we all need good quality nutrition in everything that we do. And I think one of the biggest misnomers in the CBD space right now is it's often looked at as like an individual product, whereas I see CBD and all cannabinoids as way more dietary supplement ingredients to go into functional foods and supplemental products. And there's some gray area with the FDA and stuff about that right now. But I think long term, CBD is definitely meant to be used with other high quality nutrition. It makes sense as an ingredient to go along with other things. Like, we all need high quality protein. Everyone needs protein in their diet, and CBD, like we were talking about earlier, from an anti-inflammatory and a recovery standpoint, like, you don't have to be a professional athlete. But like you said, living here in Colorado, I'm constantly hiking mountains and skiing and skydiving, jumping off cliffs, whatever.
You guys paddleboarding Evergreen Lake.
Yeah, just trying to have fun. But we're so blessed to have all these places we can be outside and just explore. But we literally named the company after a mountain state park in Colorado, Genesee. So
Wow,
proud of that.
That's amazing. So are you a Colorado guy?
I love Colorado. I'm not from here, but I wish I could claim myself as a native. I've been here like 7-8 years now, which I think almost makes me a native at this point.
Yeah, it's a long time to stay here. That's amazing. Well, tell us, how much CBD do you get in one of these?
So just 5 milligrams per bar, and it's a water soluble, so it's a lot more absorbable.
Okay.
But we don't look at these as like, this isn't like someone's daily dose of CBD.
Get as much CBD as you can.
Yeah, you don't need that much. The average person, I really like to talk about making healthy people healthier, because I think so much of this industry is around people have disease, they have sickness, whatever is like is wrong. But I think that misses the larger demographic of most people, or a lot of people, are just like me, and they're healthy, and they're they want to get out, they're active, they want to move, and so you don't have to be sick to need CBD. Healthy people have endocannabinoid systems as well, and we need to support that. So it's just a fun industry, like you said, so many good people.
So
there are.
Distribution's always a challenge. Just before we conclude, if we had an hour, we could dive into this big time. But you really recently had some milestones for your company in terms of achieving some distribution success. Talk a little bit about that, and maybe just what went into that, because that really is the crux of successful CBD companies, or companies in this space, or not successful companies in this space.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it is just in the differentiating yourself, and from a marketing standpoint, I'm a huge fan of Sept. Like, I've read all his books, and I feel like what we really have here is a purple cow, and that's why it stands out as opposed to a lot of other brands or a lot of other products that are so similar to everything else that's in the industry. And so, it's like consumers will buy something because it's healthy, but they will only buy it again if they love it.
Sure.
And that's what makes these so good, is that they're like a health bar, but this is literally like an Oreo, like a soft Oreo brownie, and it's a health bar. It meets all the natural grocery requirements, which are the highest standards in the U.S., but we meet those EU standards. There's over 2,000 ingredients that are banned in the EU that aren't banned in the U.S. And so, I just wanted to create something that just tasted good. Like,
right, that's healthy, that tastes good.
It's healthy, because so much the health industry, products just don't taste good.
No.
And they need to, and they can. And so that's what this is. Literally our customers will be like, I eat 4 of them at a time, and keep it up.
And how much are they, and where can they get them at?
You can get them at several different places. You can get them online, our website, GeneseeNutrition.com. But we're also in Native Roots dispensaries now here in Colorado, which is really cool, like local, especially being in Colorado, like Native Roots is a sweet spot. And then we're expanding into convenience stores all across the country. So hopefully you can find us at your corner store, wherever you're at.
Perfect.
And definitely dump half a dozen of those up to go on a backpacking trip, which we did recently, and keeps you moving.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being here.
Cool. Thanks, Will.
And yes, congratulations.
See you.
Okay, so man, Bob, we have candy bars, our protein bars, we have everything today. This is amazing.
We do, and I tell you what, some of the early days of hemp food products, honest to goodness, the products weren't particularly tasty, but they've improved dramatically over the last several years, 8 to 10 years. But nowadays, these products, they stand next to anything. And 20 grams of protein in a bar, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right. Well, we'll be eating those as soon as we're done.
That's right. That's right.
And the next winner.
The next winner is.
Oh, we have to flip over now.
So we've got wonderful hats here.
I think you should
different
put
brands.
one on. Bob, you know, put the hat on. I think this would look amazing on
so
you.
the Freedom Hemp Company.
Your best.
The Freedom Hemp Company and Brian Smalley. We've got a video, but they are in fact the next winners of our awards.
Freedom Hemp Co. and Freedom CBD, which are two companies in one, a vertically integrated farm, and another guy who has a program where he gives away medicine to people who can't afford it, makes it so they people only have to pay cost, gives back to the community, and really just is a farmer, right? And he's out there in Oregon in the fires, going through it. We heard from them, and they've been rescuing animals all night. So I mean, this is what these people are. They're the real McCoy, right?
Yeah.
And so let's bring let's watch the video and then let's bring on Brian.
Roll the tape.
My name is Brian Smalley, the CEO and founder of Freedom CBD and Freedom Hemp Co. On behalf of Freedom CBD, I would like to thank the Hemp Industry Awards, Chloe Villano, and her amazing team, and also the sponsors of the event. If you need a good lawyer like many of us sometimes do, or will have a need for a good lawyer, please call Hoban Law Group. I got the opportunity to know one of the amazing partners on an international hemp trip and would trust no one else in my cannabis business needs. That being said, Freedom CBD was founded 3 years ago as a way to increase the number of people that I could help to access high quality, consistent, laboratory tested, safe medicine. We do everything from genetic development, farming, research, extraction, product development. We do a lot of different things. Many of you know the benefits as well as the pitfalls of being vertically integrated in this new industry with so many ups and downs. But we have found our sweet spot in all that chaos. We've overcome many obstacles to get here, from the federal government telling us that we could not use water that has passed through a federal dam, to neighbors and concerned citizens calling the police on us every other day for the massive cartel-style grow operation right out in the open. As leaders in this industry, it is our responsibility to set the standards high and raise the bar for all. This means giving back. Find ways your company can help people who can't afford or don't have access to quality medicine. Put programs together to give back. At Freedom CBD, we have a program called the Eagle Compassion Program. The Eagle Compassion Program gives disabled people, first responders, people with needs that don't match their budget, 30% off all of our products. And as a matter of fact, today, we're launching a program for veterans where they'll receive 50% off all of our products. Because without their sacrifice, freedom wouldn't be free. I'm in the presence of some other amazing companies. The people on this list, industry leaders, and they're run by some equally amazing people. This is just my 2 cents and unsolicited advice. But remember, don't get too caught up in all the money coming in, and forget about all the good you can do with it by giving it back. I want to thank my entire team of dedicated workers for helping me to scale this dream into a reality. Also the people who nominated Freedom CBD, and Chloe Villano, the Hemp Industry Awards. I'd also like to thank all of our amazing customers who've put their trust in our products and our team. We love you all. Congratulations to all the other winners. Together we have such a great opportunity to change the world. Let's get to it. Cheers. Congratulations.
Yeah, Brian, you're there, right?
Yeah, I just unmuted it. How's everybody doing?
How you doing, Brian?
Welcome, Brian.
Oh, you know, living the dream. I didn't have any time to do any fancy videos with fancy greenhouses and 12-foot plants. We got a lot of fire stuff going on out here. We have some early harvest stuff going on. And yeah, what I learned is I need to make some better videos.
And it's actually Brian's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Brian.
Well, thank you. 30 years young.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. So Brian, tell us a little bit about Freedom CBD and what motivates you and why you started the company and a little bit about what you do.
I mean, we've been around for around 3 years now. We started the company basically to scale up helping people. We only had an ability to help a certain amount of people, and it was just me, myself, and basements. I started in the 90s in basements and then moved on to the medical side late 90s. A little bit of recreational after that. Started doing THCA instead of CBD in 2012, 2013, and then switched over to hemp. And once we had some access to some better CBD genetics, THC was doing it for us until then. Switched over, and yeah, we've sort of been doing it since. We're fully integrated from genetics to fields to processing to packaging to formulating, basically the entire gamut we do. And we're pretty good at it. And it's really because we've made all the mistakes like 10 years ago. So we kind of figured out how not to screw up. So that's kind of where we're at today. But we just want to help people. I mean, the more people we can help, the merrier.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Hey, learning how to not screw up is a big part of it, isn't it, Bob?
Big part of it.
Isn't it, Bob?
Freedom hemp hat. I mean,
I like it. I like that. There are. By the way, don't forget to if you text the Red Cross 90999 for wildfires, then you're eligible to win some of these hats here that we've got in 4 different varieties. But Brian, man, you really done a great job. Can you tell us also just a little bit about the human element? What's going on around you? Smoke, wildfire, so forth and so on.
I mean,
it's an apocalypse here. I mean, ultimately, certain parts of the state, there's 10 roads to go into one town, 9 are closed. I mean, entire towns are disappearing, just gone one day here. Pretty bad. At one point in time, the fire was moving at 2.7 acres per minute, which is massive. Like, you don't outrun that. You don't outdrive that. So people are leaving animals behind because they're getting the human element out, the most important part. So we have groups that are going out and we're grabbing animals left behind. So it's bigger than farming at some point in time. It's more like humanity based.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, that's amazing. I mean, what a great thing to be doing even on your birthday. And we just appreciate you and the work you do for this industry so much. And thank you so much for donating all this incredible gear so we can maybe raise some money and help a few people. And
I have a Halston interruption.
Halston
we are donating to American Red Cross, right?
Yes.
Is there somebody else that we should be donating to that would go directly towards the cause that you guys are fighting right now?
Honestly, the Red Cross in Oregon is doing tons. I mean, they're taking the frontline stance on everything. There's some small stuff here and there, but ultimately the Red Cross, they've been doing it a long time. They know what mistakes not to make as well. So that's certainly where I'd go. And get Bob a camouflage hat. I mean, come on. He's got a green one and he's like, I want a camo hat. And then like I sent the video like literally 2 hours ago. Everything's last minute because it's like field. Oh, video. So production value, it's production value of being in a field and, just thanking the people that we appreciate and talking a little bit about what we do. And a shout out to David effing Nagel too. Nagel's awesome.
It's all right though. We got the video and we got it all together. And we just appreciate you doing that for us in the middle of all these fires and your birthday and everything you're doing.
30's a big one.
Yeah,
I know.
A big one, right?
She's totally hired. She actually said it like it sounded real. Much appreciated.
All birthdays are exciting, right?
All right. Well, Brian, sincerely, happy birthday to you. Be safe. Keep up the great work. And where can folks find out more online about your company and your products so that they can get that full picture?
You can either go to freedomcbd.co or freedomhempco.com. Just today, we're actually announcing we're giving 50% off to all veterans for life. So send your vets. Amazing products. We're generally more potent than everyone else in the industry. If this is standard at $750, we're at $1,250. If it's standard at $1,500, we're $1,800. We just like to give a little more back because we don't get exact numbers in our bottles because we're not running isolate. So check it out. And everyone else too, the other winners, thank you guys. You guys are giving, and that's what the most important thing is here is giving. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Birthday, yes. Wow, so many people that give back, Bob. I mean, and you look amazing in that hat, by the way. You start
now we switch to the camo.
Yeah, the camo is pretty cool. Looks like we're gonna go out into the woods and find some food. All right, so freedom hemp. Yeah, or maybe some hemp, right?
Awesome.
All right, and we are,
we're cranking down the list here, and as we move through, we've seen just a full range of different companies. Chloe, would you like to do the honors and announce the next winner?
You know, I would love to. Oh, yeah, just because you know I can't pronounce it. That's what happened.
So Ojai Energetics is a great company in the LA basin, although certainly north to the east of Ventura, California. But Will Clyden has produced an excellent product. And Will Clyden, if he's on the line, I believe will also tell us how he has right now hemp seeds in space.
Wow.
I don't think he's on the line. Will? No.
Okay, so you now you have to tell us he's making like that.
So Will Clyden, Ojai Energetics is a company that produces materials in the space, cannabinoid products, distillates, so forth and so on. OjaiEnergetics.com. But at the end of the day, he is such an entrepreneur and really has this mindset towards protecting IP and doing things that haven't been done before, that he was able to get certain hemp genetics onto the recent space shuttle, and that material did make it into Mars. And then they do certain testing on how that plant either germinates or reacts, so forth and so on. And that has meaning for the science.
That is incredible.
So that is
work.
something that Will's done. But at the end of the day, Ojai Energetics, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, Will. All right, well, now we are done with our videos. So we could power through this. Those of you who've just been, hanging out, I know it's not the same as being, in person and you're just kind of watching people talk, which is crazy, but I hope you're enjoying it. I know you're enjoying Bob for sure. And so let's power through this.
Power through.
And the next winner is Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web. Yes,
So
CW.
You know a little bit about this company, I'm sure.
A little bit, certainly. Let's face it, guys. This is a brand that has ingrained itself in the American lexicon as it relates to cannabis. We talked about Sanjay Gupta, talked about Charlotte Figi earlier. At the end of the day, this is part of the reason that we're talking about CBD and cannabinoid products and hemp in a certain respect in the way we are today, because that information made it to the mainstream and was validated as real. And this company started out with a handful of brothers that were involved in the cannabis or the marijuana game, certainly in the early days, and then evolved to creating a product, a company that went public, a product that's internationally distributed, research arm, a 501c3 or 4 arm. And at the end of the day, it has a lot of impact in this industry. So Charlotte's Web certainly deserving of an award.
Yes, most definitely. And, we lost little Charlotte this year. It was a huge loss for us. I think she was 6 years old. She was having over 100 seizures a day. And Sanjay Gupta got involved. And he said, wow, this CBD actually stops her seizures. And so it really took cannabis to a mainstream level, the CBD aspect or hemp aspect of cannabis, because hemp still is cannabis. And really gave a lot of validation. I mean, it really changed our industry. So thank you to Charlotte's Web. We did reach out to them. The Stanley brothers are not Josh, who's my friend, isn't as on the board as much for Charlotte's Web anymore. So they've grown and gotten bigger and bigger. But we appreciate them and all the Stanley brothers and everything for what you've done. And
so running down the list here, as we looked at the last 4 or 5 award recipients, we also have a variety of different businesses. And if you want to do the honors, I don't believe we've got a video for any of these folks, but we start with Nanocraft.
Okay. Nanocraft.
Indeed.
Let me go to their slide. Okay.
The next winner would be Colorado Cultivars.
Colorado Cultivars.
And Colorado Cultivars is a Colorado-based company that is engaged in cultivation and farming services and then beyond. And it's been around for a number of years. The next company is Just CBD.
So is there anything else in it, or is it just CBD?
It must just be CBD.
That's what I figured.
So,
sounds great.
But as you look at the different CBD manufacturers that we talked about and awarded this evening, they all have a different approach, using different ingredients, different formulations, different extraction processes. So I'd encourage everyone that's watching and listening to look at those things.
Okay, and then the next winner is
Veritas Farms.
Veritas Farms.
Veritas Farms is a company that's also based in Colorado that has succeeded on a very large scale.
Yeah, they've done great.
And finally, Chloe, the honors are all yours.
Wow. And I can pronounce this one. Nuleaf. And
Nuleaf Naturals.
Nuleaf Naturals. And so, you know, that concludes the Hemp Business Awards Top 20 of 2020.
It does.
This is the most fun I've ever had doing one of these award shows, you know? Just kidding.
It's the first time for everything.
But, you know, it's the social distancing, you know me, Bob, I'm honest.
I know.
And I'll tell you, it's been a rough year for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so our hearts go out to everybody affected by the fires, all of the CBD companies and hemp companies that are struggling right now. And just to everybody with a dream, like keep at it. And, you know, we decided between the two of us to give out an honorary award tonight with somebody who had one of those dreams. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that guy?
Yeah, so we talked about, you know, people that have been influential in this industry, not just with CBD, not just with food products and farming, but someone that also comes from the cannabis or the marijuana side of the industry, somebody that has a deep history through his family with this plant, and somebody who's taken that history, that experience, and brought it to a commercial level. And we decided to create an award. I don't believe the award has in the title.
Honorary.
It's honorary. The honorary award. And
It's just an award.
It's just an award. But the recipient of this award, and before I say this person's name, and we're going to watch a video in a moment, I just want to comment on somebody that has been instrumental in building a business, building a brand, being a world-class individual, being an honorable person with integrity, being someone that is recognized for cultivation and scientific knowledge, and being in the field, and effectively being an OG, for lack of a better way to put it. I don't know where that goes on your resume these days, but at the end of the day, Tim Gordon is the honorary award member.
Tim Gordon. And I think we have a video for him, Bobby. You want to pull that up? Let's see what the amazing Tim Gordon's all about. Industry pioneer. Credits. You know what, Tim? You're going to make me cry. Bob's crying.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. Do we have our boy Tim on the line?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Tim.
All right.
Well, Tim, he's alive. Congratulations. I do have to say, the only thing I'm disappointed in is the musical choice for the background of that video. It sounded like it felt to a European tour show.
Tim, you know that video made us so glad you're alive.
You guys.
Congratulations. You've done a lot in this industry, and we don't want to make you blush, but at the end of the day, what do you see? What's going on now? What do you see about sort of this what I see is a little bit of a sense of collaboration, an increased sense of collaboration, an increased sense of this notion of co-opetition. And I know you've always been a driver for those things, and you continue to be. What's going on from your perspective in terms of industry unity, so to speak, and things like that?
Well, that's a great question, and I'll preface that by saying thanks to you guys, Chloe, Bob, and everybody out there. This is a really cool award to win, and to be thought of in this way by all of you guys means a lot to me in my heart, and it's in my multiple in my life's journey. I just call it with this plant. I think all of these kind of things all have a special place for me, and have a special place for me to keep driving on in the industry. And keep bringing things to fruition, like this collaboration, like you mentioned, Bob. And I think you've hit the nail on the head, because as this industry is shifting now, the whole cannabis industry actually is shifting. Collaboration is needed on multiple levels, and that's coming to the surface now in multiple ways, where universities are collaborating with private. Companies are coming together to form entities that serve a global scale. And it's that kind of collaboration that really drives, number one, opportunities in agriculture, and then opportunities in business and opportunities in global business for the new hemp industry. So yes, it's happening. It's happening through the trade organizations that are collaborating on multiple different things, and it's happening through businesses that are starting to collaborate and take opportunities to new levels.
We love you, Tim.
We love you, Tim.
I love you guys. This has been really awesome. So thank you very much. It means a lot to me, like I said. So I'm really happy to be here.
Human award. I mean, we gave 20 business awards away, but Tim, you're the only individual that got an award during this. I mean, that just says a lot about who you are and what you've done. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for just putting yourself out there and being on the front lines and really helping us build this industry so many other people can have access to medicine and business opportunities, everything you've done.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much. I love you guys, and I love what I get to do each day. So thank you, and I'm blessed to be here.
All right.
Yay! Thanks,
All of our winners. And so now, this concludes the top 2020 of the 2020 Hemp Business Awards. We are going to do some trivia and get some stuff for these fire victims, right, with these hats. Yeah. And Bob is going to just come up with these questions off the top of his head, all by himself, right now. And so if anybody's interested, you can go into that chat box. I believe, Bobby, or correct me if that's not the way you want them to respond. And you can win one of these 3 hats.
Yeah, so if you're watching, just leave a comment with the answer underneath the video. And if I see it, I'll call out your name and we'll know a winner.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so then you're going to generate a number of winners with this question. But there will be a tiebreaker at the end. All right, so hemp and marijuana, the two legal terms to define the parts of the cannabis plant that have been regulated by our federal government and many state governments. Hemp and marijuana. What's the distinction between the two? What is the legal distinction between hemp and marijuana?
Damn it. Disqualified. I can't win any awards by owning this. Yep. I can't win trivia.
So at the end of the day, put the answer into the chat bar and we will see who has the most correct answers. Bobby, you're in charge, so I'm just spouting off rules here off the top of my head. At the end of the day, the answer to that question is, Chloe?
Oh, okay. What is the difference between hemp 3%. And cannabis is the 3% THC. So
it's the THC content. Correct.
0.3%. So Justin commented the right answer, but he's in our group, so I don't know if that counts.
Talk, Bobby.
Justin, give us the educated answer.
That is it, though, right?
That is the legal distinction, correct?
Yeah.
So really, what we're saying is that hemp is cannabis. A lot of people, I really think we should clarify this because, somebody who's just on our Facebook watching this might say, oh, well, they're two different things. And I think it's kind of looks like that, especially with the 2018 hemp farm bill, you know, where everyone said, you know, we legalized hemp and we removed it from the Controlled Substance Act, but cannabis is still in the control, or under the Controlled Substance Act. So, you know, it's a strain of cannabis that has less than 3% THC, and we don't even know right now if we're going to be able to keep 1% THC for hemp, right? Isn't that a huge problem?
So let's be clear on this. 0.3% THC.
Well, 0.3%,
right?
yes.
So 1% creates industry groundswell. The industry has spoken up and says that we'd like to see 1% as the baseline.
Okay.
Right now, 0.3% is the
0.3 is
baseline.
not enough.
You've seen 1% in other countries around the world. You've seen 0.2%, 0.3%. The idea is that the higher the percentage of THC, the more efficiently you could produce higher levels of cannabinoids. So that is something the industry wants to see. But right now it's 0.3%, and Congress would have to change that in the United States, and that's not likely to happen in 2020, although it is something to keep pushing towards. So
we have a few people that got the correct answer, but you already had said it, so I don't know if that counts.
we if they got it, we will have them send
all
us
right,
their
so we got
information.
Ryan Sanford put down the right answer, and Jason Gary put down the right answer. And for the next question, let's not say the answer so quick.
Okay.
Well done, Bobby. Well done. Always looking for direction.
Next question.
Chloe, why are hemp seeds considered a quote-unquote superfood?
Why are hemp seeds considered a superfood? Everyone out there, weigh in. Put your answers down. Let's see. Check those comments.
Next question, Mr.
Next question.
Hoban.
Keep the questions rolling if you want.
All right. Hemp was used to create which of the following? Which of the following? Early editions of the Bible. The original American flag sewn by Betsy Ross in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. A plastic auto body created by Henry Ford. All of the above.
Wow.
Read that one again for those who just go through it again.
It was used to create which of the following? And I'll say A, B, C, or D. A, early editions of the Bible. B, the original American flag sewn by Betsy Ross, the Betsy Ross. C, a plastic auto body created by Henry Ford. Or D, all of the above.
Next question.
All right.
Get some answers.
We got the same person answering again. Keep the questions coming. We have another correct answer, but we're gonna keep going.
Yes or now, Bobby, or should we
What's
say
that?
them all at the end? Should we give the answer, or should we say them all at the end?
I would hold off and give people a chance to log in if they're watching.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Hemp stalk can be used to make all of the following except A, insulation, B, canvas, C, polyester, D, biofuel. Where's the countdown? And the last question for the afternoon, for the evening, but I won't get to it yet. Do you have anything to add to that last question, Clover? I know you were thinking about it.
You know, I have a lot to add, but I think we should keep it rolling.
You have one more question? You got one more question, you said?
One more.
All right.
Yes, sir.
What month?
In 1930, go ahead. You got it. Do it.
Okay, what month and year was hemp legalized and removed from the Controlled Substance Act and set up as its own, its own agricultural
Commodity. Removed from the Controlled Substances Act being the key language in that question. What year? And
What year and month?
Okay. Good.
Month. If they don't give the month, Bobby, they're out.
Good question.
Okay, we've got a couple of years in here, but no month.
Okay. And should we do one more? And then we also want to give you guys a chance to donate to the Red Cross to get a hat, $50 or more.
Yes.
And text what? Wildflowers.
Wildfires. Wildfires to 90999.
Well,
to clarify, you have to send us the receipt to show that you made the donation, a screen capture or a receipt so that we know, and then we'll send you the hat.
Thank you, Bobby. Where should they send that?
They can send it to our Facebook profile, message it, direct message it, or post it in the comments if they like.
All right. For the evening and for the show, the inaugural Hemp Business Awards. What was the name of the legislation in 1937? For those of you that remember this vividly from being around in 1937. What was it that made hemp and marijuana, the cannabis plant, unlawful under federal law? What was the name of that legislation?
Good question.
All right, we've got one correct answer once again from within our group, within our Zoom group. So it looks like Justin really wants one of those hats. All right, Justin, you got one. You're gonna get one. Don't worry.
Justin made it all the way through. You know what he gets for?
They're styling hats. Like almost every question, so let's make sure he gets a hat.
Yay! It's almost like he works for you.
All right, so I think that's all the replies we're going to get. So if you want to go ahead and give the answers to the ones we didn't give the answers to yet, I think everybody who commented is probably going to get a hat. So go ahead and read those answers, Bob.
Okay, so the last question I asked, we'll go in reverse order. What legislation from 1937 that made marijuana and industrial hemp the same thing and illegal and controlled would be the Marijuana Tax Act. Also, the Marijuana Act of 1937 would qualify. So you know that. You know that very well.
That was only 14 years when I was born.
Wow.
Illegal.
And then the other one was an ABC question, right? ABCD.
Yes. So hemp straw can be used to make all except the following, and the answer would be B, according to this website, cannabis. Although I can imagine a way that you can make cannabis out of industrial hemp. So I question and protest the integrity of the answer to that question. So anyone that answers gets a hat.
Yeah, I thought canvas was made from hemp. I thought that the word canvas came from cannabis.
But I don't believe it. I question it.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple of answers saying polyester, so whatever. We'll give them a hat.
Okay, because you can make hemp plastic, and therefore the basis for polyester. That would be my answer as well. So, but polyester or get the win there if you answer that question.
Yeah.
All right, going down to the last couple. The last one. In 1938, Popular Mechanics described hemp as the new $1 billion crop.
Ooh.
We talked about that earlier. And then the last one was hemp was used to create which of the following? A version of the Bible, the American flag, auto body by Henry Ford, a Ford auto body, or all of the above. The answer is all of the above, which was D.
All right. Yeah. So we have a few people who have commented, and they're all going to get a hat. We have Jason Gary. We have Ryan Sanford, who I believe works with you, Brian. He says he works with you.
I said don't give him any hats. He already has hats.
So it's all good. We could get Ryan a hat. We could get Jason Gary a hat. We can give Justin a hat. And I think that'll about do it. If you got an extra one, you can always. We'll see if anyone donates. Save some for people who donate.
Yep, and we'll send Bobby one too, of course.
Of course.
Bobby's got to have one. All right. Well, you know what, Bob? I mean, this concludes. We did it. This is the end. Thank God.
We couldn't have done it without Halston.
No, Halston. Can we get you a nice
Hi, guys.
Thank you so much, Bill.
Bill, get in there.
Bill, everybody.
Come on, guys. We're
Social distance, social
We're
distance.
social distance. Over here.
All right, we got Will.
Yes.
Courtney.
Woo!
All right.
Hemp Business Awards.
All right.
Bye,
God bless you all, and stay safe in the fires, and hemp rules.
And good night.
Peace, pod politics.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, Bobby.
Bye, Bobby.
Bye, Bobby. Thank you.